Wolves have rejected a second Newcastle bid for striker Jørgen Strand Larsen, who scored twice in the win over West Ham on Tuesday. The Magpies had returned with a £55 million offer after a £50 million approach was turned down earlier this week. Wolves do not want to sell the Norway international, firstly because of how little time they would have to find a replacement, with the transfer window closing on Monday, and also because of how valuable Strand Larsen is to their Premier League survival chances. Newcastle are looking for fresh firepower, with Alexander Isak trying to engineer a move to Liverpool. The Sweden forward is in a standoff with the Magpies and yet to play this season. Strand Larsen, who only made his loan move from Celta Vigo permanent for £23 million this summer, came off the bench to score twice in the final 8 minutes as Wolves beat West Ham 3-2 in the EFL Cup on Tuesday. Afterwards, boss Vitor Pereira refused to rule out a sale, even though he wants to keep the forward. He said, "Football is football, and every player has a price, even Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. I understand football, but for me, it's very important for us. We will see what happens. If it's my decision, of course he stays. He is a very important player." Newcastle is an attractive option for Strand Larsen, who scored 14 Premier League goals last season, but he has remained professional, and Pereira believes the 25-year-old will not force a move. He said, "I know a lot of players in my career in this situation, and they have asked me not to play, but he wants to play every time. He wants to help the team. In the last 7 or 8 months, I am with him. I know him very well. He will never force. Of course, we know football is football. You must be ready for everything, but I want to keep the best players and this kind of player with us."
When is enough for Newcastle? There was always going to be collateral damage from Isak's stance at Newcastle, and Wolves are feeling that now. As the striker tries to force a move to Liverpool, the Magpies are still scrambling in the last few days of the transfer window. They have been interested in Porto's Samuel Hawa, but have so far balked at the £60 million price tag for a 21-year-old who scored 27 times last season. A move for Brentford's Jan Wissa is yet to come off, with the Bees rejecting 2 bids, the most recent being £40 million for last season's 19-goal forward. Like Brentford, Wolves have shown resistance in the face of big money after 2 bids for Strand Larsen, and they do not want to sell the 25-year-old. There is little time in the window to replace the Norway international, especially when Wolves are still looking at bringing in other strikers to support him. He is their most potent weapon, and survival is naturally worth more than the current transfer bids. Losing him would put Wolves' top-flight status in jeopardy. His return of 14 goals in 30 Premier League starts during a debut season in England on loan from Celta Vigo helped Wolves survive after Vitor Pereira's December arrival. Yet Newcastle's desperation could see them throw good money after bad. Strand Larsen is a good player, but having joined permanently from Celta for £23 million this summer, is he £60 million plus good? The question is, when do the Magpies decide it is too much, or do circumstances dictate they need him whatever the cost?